first oath, section اول Pele Yo'etz, talks about Ahavat, our love toward Hashem. It's a very, very basic, fundamental point. حالا میفرمان احوا لغش بارخو این میداد تو با همینه میگه our love to لغش بارخو there is nothing that's better than that. I mean that's a very, very good character trait. כי ממנה נמשך כל עבודת השם יתברך וכל היהידות. Because from this we get to عبادت Hashem and تمام یهودت. That's a fundamental point. Allah to Baruch Hu. ואינו דומה עובד מאהבה לעובד מיראה. And it's not the same when you are worshiping Hashem from the love and you worship Him for the irah and from the fear. It's completely different. וכבר הרב ספר הברית העמיק in a different book, ספר הברית, goes in depth in this on this subject. הרחיב והעריך לבאר שורש אהבה. It goes into depth, into completely explain what is the base and the shorish of this love. The Tufta that, and he completely explains it. Divrei Pipach Chacham Chen. It's very, very like a nice kind of like a saying. Asher Adam Shogel al Devarab. Praiseworthy is the man who basically like works hard, and his subjects. רגל המלאכה אשר לפניי אבוא בקצרה. Continuing his work, he's going to bring very, very קצרה, very, very short. ויכתוב קצת הערות לעצמי ולאנשים אשר בגילי. He wants to write some advice for himself. Also, he said people who are like in my level, my age, כפי אשר למדתי מדברי הספר הנ"ל, based on what I learned from the ספר הברית, ושאר ספרים, or other books, אשר ראתה עיני להיות לזיכרון בין עיניי. It seems like interesting and very important. השם אלוקים יעזור לי על דבר כבשמו. Since the beginning of the book, he kind of like wants Hashem's help to complete it the right way. והנה אהבה לקדוש ברוך הוא היא אחת מתרי"ג מצוות. Our love to הקדוש ברוך הוא is one of the 613 מצוות. היא מצוות תדירית. It's a mitzvah that is continuously and it's always. It's not like some mitzvah we do and then we're done. But this is mitzvah tedirit. It's a continuation, always. אשר ביד האדם לקיימה בכל עת ובכל רגע על ידי זכירה. That the person can fulfill this mitzvah in all the time, every moment, just by remembering this. והיא מתקיימת במחשבה והרהור בלבד. And you can fulfill this mitzvah in machshava, in mind. There's nothing to be done, to love Hashem, it's just your feeling, your machshava. כי כאשר ייתן ליבו שראוי לאהוב את השם אהבה עזה. When you are kind of like instilling yourself that is praiseworthy to love Hashem with this very strong love. הרי זה מקיים מצווה רבה. He fulfilled the mitzvah. והנה אלו המצוות שמתקיימות במחשבה לבד הם נגע לקיימן. All these mitzvot that we are only fulfilling them in our mind, and there's no action involved, is very, very easy to be fulfilled. שהרי האדם אינו יכול לעמוד בלתי מחשבה אפילו רגע. Because it's impossible for a person not to have thought, even for a very, very short period of time. We're always thinking, we always have something in our mind. ואם חושב במחשבות זרות והרהורים רעים במקום לחשוב באהבת האל. Now, if it has like an option, he can think about like unworthy thoughts or חס ושלום הרהורים רעים. Instead of thinking about the love that he has for Hashem, and also the fear that he should have for Hashem, or etc., this is not something that is for the person that is like not in the right place. That he kind of like leaves alone, the shoresh of Ma'im Chaim, that you can kind of like take from it all the water, to the wells, that are empty. Makom sheyachol la'asod mitzvah, instead of be able to do a mitzvah, to alav sachar, that he can reap the rewards of it. B'tayim avru v'nenashu, he talks about other things, and it basically gets punished for it. ולכן ראוי לאדם להתחזק ברוב עוז ותעצומות. It's praiseworthy for the person to make himself strong to the most of his ability. להרחיק כל המחשבות זרות והרהורים רעים, to kind of distance himself from all the bad thoughts. ולחשוב מחשבות קדושות, instead he thinks about holy things. אפילו ברצון ושוב, even in like a short period of time, like any moment. ותכף שזוכר אשר לא טוב עושה. Immediately when he thinks that he doesn't do something good, שחושב מחשבות זרות, that he has like a bad thought or thought that is not holy, יסתער ויברח לו. It has to be like
he's suffering.
Suffering, yeah. It has to be like, it doesn't like it really. ויברח לו, and kind of like leave them behind. ויתבע בקונו כאשר יוכל, and cling back to Hashem, as much as he could. והנה שני מיני אהבה הן. There are two different kind of love. הן האחד אהבה מחמד עצמו. One is the love from his own source, and based on his own thing. כי ייתן ליבו, that he kind of like pay attention. כי דרך גבל לאהוב את אשר יראה הנאה ממנו. That generally a person love another person that kind of he draw pleasure from him. אפילו הנאה מועטת, even very, very little. וכל שכן אם היא הנאה מרובה. And more so, if it's like a loss of enjoyment. וכל שכן אם נותן לו כל פרנסתו. And even more so, if he gives him all his livelihood. ודי מחסורו, all that he needs. וגומל עמה חסדים טובים. And he does kindness to him. אמור יאמר, is said, במה אשלם לאיש הלזה? How do you repay this person? אשר עשה עמי חסד ומתנת חינם. That he does kindness to me and gives me everything, without looking for anything in return. אילו אחיה 1,000 שנים, even if a person lives 1,000 years, לא אוכל שלם תודות לו. He cannot repay him back for all the good that he's done to him. אם ישלחני למרחקים בחצי הלילה, if you ask him to go to like distance, even in the middle of the night, אני חייב לשמוע בקולו. I'm obligated to listen to him because he's done a lot of good to me and I owe him. לא אוכל להשיב פניו רגם. He cannot kind of like not answer him in the right way and then like not do it for him. כי הרבה אני חייב לו. I'm indebted to him. I owe him a lot. ואם חברו הסליאו מאיזה חולי, and if his friend kind of like he kind of like הציל אותו, saves him from איזה חולי או כאב גדול, from any sickness or big pain, או מאיזה מום כבד וחסרון איבר, יגדל אהבתו אליו, or from any kind of blemish or not having a certain limb or whatever, he's gonna love him a lot. And if he's save him from Mavet L'chaim, from not being to being, he's gonna love him more and more. Because kama madrigosh ahava. So there's a lot of different like levels. Is in the love that we have. Gavua mal gavua, one on top of the other. V'chakama bekama ahavat kefulam chupele ra'ui le'avet haboreh. So more so and more so that we have to love Hashem, that gives us all the things, gives us everything that we have. Asher tovot shebe'olam, all the goodness that is in the world. Hen habo'ot b'dei shamayim, those things that comes from shamayim. Hen habo'ot b'dei adam, or kind that come to us from other people. Kulam hem mimenu yitbarach. It's all from Hashem. Kanaten belev beru'av lehetiv elu imeru. Because Hashem puts in every creature's heart to do goodness to the other. V'harbe sheluchim lamakom. So it has a lot of messengers. Ve'im avru al rosho ra'ot rabot v'sarot. And if you kind of go through a lot of hardship, when it's all mehem, and he's safe from all of them, chayav le'ehvod la'el hapodeh u'masiv onum rachem. He has to love Hashem, that kind of like brings salvation to him. B'chol et sara v'suga, that any kind that is any kind of problem. B'chol sheken v'gal v'chomen im gaman HaKadosh Baruch Hu imo, and more so HaKadosh Baruch Hu do with him kindness. That he's not going to see any kind of bad things happen to him. When he's told min haraot, ham utadol lavo alav, and he's going to be safe from all the bad things that might come to him in the future. Hamit ragesho lavo ba'olam, that it happened in the world. Shenimsa shegavar alav chasto yitbarach, that he has a lot of kindness from Hashem. V'alza amru, and this they say in a pasuk to the Varim Rabbah, every neshama has to praise Hashem. That in every neshima, every breath, we are obligated to praise Hashem. Yomarna Israel b'man neqadem Hashem ikaf le'elohem marom. And they said that how do we go in front of Hashem, like go to Him, and bring ourselves down instead of in front of Hashem. Asher gamal imanu tobod aden cheker v'aden mispar. He's done a lot of kindness to us, unlimited. Ubiyotenu omdim machisim lefanav. And when we are kind of standing and cause anger toward him, and make Hashem angry. Lo kachatayenu asalan v'chamatenu gamalenu. We ask him that Hashem doesn't, in return, do to us based on our shortcoming, based on our avonot chas v'shalom. V'al yazuz mimachashavto hanusa she'anu omrim b'sheva nishmat kol chai. And we have to kind of always have in mind what we say in Nishmat Kol Chai. Ve'ilupinu maleh shira kayam. If our mouth was full of praise, like the sea, bera'av zantanu, Hashem in famine sustain us. Bosavakis Kaltanu, when that sustain us in all condition, Mecherev Saltanu, He saved us from the sword. ויחשוב בפרטי פרטות כמה וכמה טובות היטיב עמו מיום להותו ברחם עמו ומכמה רעות הצילה. And he has to think like very, very precisely that how much good thing Hashem done to him from the time that he was in his mother's tummy, and he kind of like saved him from lots of bad thing that happened. Hengel Yotlo, the thing that he knows, Hen started Mimenu, also the last thing, that we are safe from, that we don't even know. The thing that we know, we don't know that Hashem saved us from. Al Derech Shamru, just like he says, En Ba'al Hanes Makir Beniso, somebody who kind of miracle happened to him, something he doesn't even know that it's a miracle. Hen Shebau Alav and his soul, the thing that happened to him that is saved from whatever would have happened to him. Hen Shayom Meutadot Velo Ba'u Alav, also the thing that would have been happening in the future and didn't happen to him. Al Koch Adam Liten Libo Velo Et Bor'o Havaza. In all these things, a person is obligated to love Hashem with all his heart. Oh, this is a very long section. I don't know how much more
we can stop
here.
here.
It can stop? Okay.
Hazak Baruch.
Okay, Baruch. Okay.